Yo, what's going on, man? This is Drizzy Drake. You already know I'm rocking with DJ Zeke, the College Club King.
Hey, yo, I just want to say sorry to every heart I ever broke, every girl I ever dug.
Convict.
Know what I mean? That was back then. I'm a better man now. Back then I wasn't ready. Back then I wasn't faithful. Back then I was a young man, so back then I wanted to chase you. But now a nigga ready. Now a nigga willing. But now it's just too late. I wish I did, but I didn't. You gone. You gone. You gone. I did you so wrong. You gone. You gone. You gone. You gone. You gone. I did you so wrong. Back then they didn't want me, but you didn't dog me. Now I'm sick and I'm feeling salty. You forgive but not feeling sorry. Back then I wasn't ready. I tried to fix it, you wouldn't let me. Old texts about going steady. Now the pain just feels so heavy. Back then I was so young with a small mouth acting so dumb. I know it's getting so old. A lot of feelings I don't show. Treat your warm heart so cold. Still shit that you don't know. And it's sad cause if you ask, I still act like I don't know. I'm done, no, don't go. I can't wait to fate unfold. I play my cards, but I won't fold. I know you think I'm stone cold. We used to go to Cold Stones every night, and I was wrong, let me make it right. Remember back when you stayed the night? Late nights and early mornings. Rough sex in the early mornings at the crack of dawn, and we both was on it. Back then, wish I had a backspace, but instead of stone, I'm all alone. I'm sorry for that heartbreak. I said I'm sorry for that heartbreak. Back then I wasn't ready. Back then I wasn't faithful. Back then I was a young man, so back then I wanted to chase you. But now a nigga ready. Now a nigga willing. But now it's just too late. I wish I did, but I didn't. You gone. You gone. You gone. I did you so wrong. You gone. You gone. You gone. You gone. You gone. I did you so wrong. Now a nigga ready. Now my feeling steady. I'm a boss that got caught up in the sauce like spaghetti. In your heart, I wouldn't let it break like the levees. I got banks and cater to your every need like Jeffrey. I'll be there if you let me. If you let me, I'll be there. Switch out of memory lane. This future we can meet there. HD, let's be clear. Blow my whistle, let's be fair. Ain't no I in team, but there is a ING. And loving and forgiving and fucking and feelings and trusting and living and hurting and healing. And now I'm ready to take that step. Yeah, we might have skipped some steps, but it's gonna last. Fuck who got next. I swear this love is so complex. The other girls, they no contest. Swear I couldn't see it, but now my vision clear. Back then I couldn't be it, but now a nigga ready. Baby, I'm so ready, and I know it's too late. And the pain just feels so heavy. You gone. Back then I wasn't ready. Back then I wasn't faithful. Back then I was a young man, so back then I wanted to chase you. But now a nigga ready. Now a nigga willing. But now it's just too late. I wish I did, but I didn't. You gone. You gone. You gone. I did you so wrong. You gone. You gone. You gone. You gone. You gone. I did you so wrong. Back then I wasn't ready. Back then I wasn't faithful. Back then I was a young man, so back then I wanted to chase you. But now a nigga ready. Now a nigga willing. But now it's just too late. I wish I did, but I didn't. You gone. You gone. You gone. I did you so wrong. You gone. You gone. You gone. You gone. You gone. I did you so wrong.
Happens all the time. You care for somebody, but you do them wrong. You still love them, but you gotta leave them alone. She gone. She's gone forever. Damn. I loved her too. But I know from next time, you learn from your mistakes.
S.fire.com.
You are not rocking with Flopper Radio, the best in culture, the best from the world. It's Imperial Carter, the voice of hip hop. You tune in live with Flopper Radio. I'm here live with Convict, the General. What's good, G?
What's jobbing, man?
Shit, ain't nothing to it but to do it, man. Let's get right into it, dog. First off, how did you get your name, Convict, the General? Like, how did you come up with that, or who gave it to you?
Man, it's kind of a funny story. You know what I mean? It came a while back. Actually, I ended up catching a little bit. I don't really want to go into it too much, but so kind of came back home or whatever. My cousins basically ran with the name, like, oh, you a convict now, da-da-da. So, feel me, it just kind of stuck, and I ran with it.
Okay, cool. Tell us a little bit about, your upbringing. It says on your website, that you had both your parents, but you kind of got caught up in the streets. I know you was just mentioning that.
Yeah, like, now I mean, growing up, I got both parents. I got a brother and a sister. I don't really know them like that, so it was kind of like me being out here on my own. Like, I never really had a brother to run to, or, I never really had that sibling to give me that protection. So it was kind of like I was always hanging with the older crowd, little schoolboy, and I kind of got wrapped up around. We lived in a gang-infested neighborhood, so it's kind of like slowly I got drew in, and then shortly after, it's like I was living that street life. And it took for me to get wrapped up to really bounce back and have that reality check, so basically it's like kind of a kid, like the average kid getting wrapped up in the wrong situation, wrong place, wrong time. So it's like I take that and I try to teach other kids, that's my age and that's coming up in that situation, that you don't necessarily have to go that path to be successful.
Okay. That's what's up, man. As far as, your upbringing, is there any regrets that you have for choices that you made, or do you feel like everything that you've experienced in your life thus far has made you the person that you are, and maybe you wouldn't change that?
Yeah, I wouldn't change that. I definitely feel like, if it don't kill you and make you stronger, then you can't get dumber, you can only get wiser. So I definitely feel like everything happened for a reason, so I wouldn't change anything or say I have any regrets.
Okay. Who or what inspires you, musically or otherwise?
Musically, I would just say, knowing the past and knowing where I come from and where I come from, it's kind of like, it's like I want better out of life, so I always strive for the highest, and then I see others from my town or other people that I've known or watched, like one example being Meek Mill, like how he came up from being in such a similar situations and making it to where he's at now. So I think it's basically all about having that drive, to want to do better and get more out of life.
Absolutely. If you don't have ambition and inspiration, if you don't dream big, you'll never get anywhere. I think too many times in this lifetime, a lot of people are afraid to pursue their dreams or to dream big because people tell them that they can only be average, or they see that most people are average and they don't go out there and get what they want, whether it's rapping or if they wanted to be a businessman or whatever it is. You got to dream big and take the steps and create a goal to get there. So, absolutely.
Exactly.
Tell us a little bit about the clothing line. Is Airborne Clothing? Is that your like personal brand, or is that somebody that's sponsoring you?
Yeah, like you could say it's kind of like my personal brand and a sponsor. It's like, one day we're sitting down or whatever, and me, myself, I'm a graphic design artist, and my boy, who is like basically the face of it, and we sat down one day and he just was playing around with it, and then it ended up like involving in something that people like of our group are around the way and be like, yo, man, y'all should really get serious with it. So he started making sample shirts and stuff like that, and before you knew it, it took off, and now it's like it's a hot commodity within our area, so it's on high demand. We just shipped out some shirts to a store in Chicago, so we never would have thought it would have came this far or got this big.
Okay, that's what's up, man. It's definitely good to have your own personal brand, because like a lot of times you listen to some of these artists and all you hear is like Gucci this and Louis Vuitton that, but at the same time they're promoting these brands that are not really, involved in the urban community. So if you have your own clothing line, Airborne Clothing, or something that's sponsored or that you're involved in, it puts money back into your pocket and you're fly. Like you could be like, yo, I got my own brand. Like what's good? Like I don't gotta wear,
Exactly.
Sean John or whoever.
Like a closet full of my own designer, like. Yeah, and that's what's up, because at the end of the day, them big names don't really care about us. We just another, retail sales.
Right, they don't like, like I said, you don't, certain brands, not just them, but other brands, they're not involved in our community. So a lot of times I don't see why we big up, some of our musicians and our rappers. We big up those brands and stuff. They don't even care about this. They're not sponsoring no rap battles or whatever. But that's what's up, man. It's good to see that entrepreneurial spirit in young black brothers, man. Speaking of that, do you have any other plans besides music and the clothing line? Is there other businesses and stuff that you're gonna be branching out into? Any plans you could tell us about?
Far as, I'm into a little bit of everything. I'm in the process of investing in the stock market right now. I'm a full-time student. I take visual arts and communication, so I do, a lot of side jobs, artwork, CD covers, I engineer, studio engineer, so I record a lot of other people, so it's kind of like I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket. So now, I'm prepared for the bounce back, even if this doesn't work out. But now, it's not even about the money. Music is what I do. It's more about art and the way I express myself rather than just trying to make a profit from it.
Okay, that's what's up, man. It's good to see, you have a plan, first off, and you actually doing it for the love. You have a fallback plan. You say you go to school, you do graphic design, you engineer, et cetera, et cetera. These are all good things to be invested in and to have, like you said, in your basket, because sometimes, music, it can be your only thing that you do, because it may not be as successful as you want it. As far as the money in. But it's good to see you doing it for the love, man, because I talk to a lot of cats and it seems like they just do it because they might think it's cool or they was too lazy to get a job, But when you have people that do it for the love, that's a beautiful thing.
Right. And that's crazy to me. People do it for popularity and all of that, But I do it to tell my story and for people who could relate, in similar situations. So, I don't know, that's kind of the difference that I see.
Okay. Now, your most recent project, man, the One Man Army, that recently came out in September. What were your expectations for the project, and have you met your expectations as far as consumer base and new fans, or just tell us a little bit about the project and what your expectations are, and if you've reached those expectations.
It was crazy because when I was putting it, I never, basically, I'll just keep recording songs. Still right now, I got my next two mixtapes done already. Just I always just keep recording, and then when I finally feel like I got enough of, enough reality tracks, enough dance tracks, I'll finally put together a piece. So when I put together One Man Army, it was just the time, and I really felt things start picking up. I just did the Artist to Know show with Ricky Graham in LA. I just met DJ Zeke, who is real heavy in New York City right now. So I just felt like it was that perfect time to put it together, and I had all of the resources. So I would say, yeah, I hit my target. First week I did 600 downloads. So I got a lot of love from it. It really made the website pop, because before I released it on that TIFF or anything, it was exclusively on convictthegeneral.com. So the website got a lot of love, a lot of comments. So yeah, I think I did pretty good.
That's what's up, man. And you seem to have, at least you have a good team behind you. Or at least if it's not the team, you coming up with good ideas. Because a lot of cats, they don't even have their own website, and it creates a good, an online marketing presence for yourself to have your own website, and you have your bio and everything that you have on your website. It adds to your brand. So you're doing good things as far as creating awareness and promoting yourself, man, for sure.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
As far as any body of work that you created, whether it be a song or any of your mixtapes, I know you have about 7 of them. What's the song or mixtape that you're most proud of, and why?
I would say, I was gonna say One Man Army, but actually I felt like anybody can make street music, so I'm gonna go with Big Man on Campus, and I picked that because it was it was college, but it was me. You feel me? And my whole image, I'm starting to brand the gangsters with diplomas. So it's kind of like that street brand, but at the same time, I want to make people feel like it's cool to go to school. It's cool to be educated. So I felt like that was more original, Big Man on Campus. I party, I do what I do, but at the end of the day, I'm still getting my education. You feel me? In the back of the cover was said Dean's List, because I made Dean's List that semester. So I say that's my most proud of piece right there.
And that's what's up. That's something great.